Hi, my name's Joe. I'm going to talk to you about plastics in the food system and our systematic scoping review looking at their impacts on food security, human health and the environment. So we know that plastics are a major problem now for the environment, and we know that many of these are from the food system, but we don't know necessarily which part of the food system, and we don't know for sure whether circular economy policies are truly accounting for both the benefits and harms offered by different types of plastics in different places in the food system. We know that agricultural production uses plastics in many different ways, as do processing, storage and transportation. Plastics are widely used in the retail subsector, as well as consumption and waste disposal, of course. So we grounded our review in 7 major groupings of plastics, and we posited these in a logic model through intermediate and final outcome domains. We included over 3,300 studies in our review after the screening process, and our results are as follows. So in terms of the extent, we found that the volume has been increasing over time of evidence, but we found that very little evidence is from low income settings where plastic pollution and plastic use in general is rapidly rising. In terms of food system subsectors, over 55% of the studies we found were plastics used in agricultural production, 35% at processing, storage and distribution, 10% at retail, 8% at consumption, and just 4 studies in total at the waste disposal level. In terms of outcomes, food security outcomes appeared in over 2,500 of our studies. Outcomes relevant to human health were included in over 1,600 studies, and just 282 studies captured environmental outcomes. In terms of the range of exposure and outcome relationships, this is different types of plastics in different parts of the food systems and their outcomes for human health, food security and the environment. This is our heat map, so you can see that there's big concentrations of evidence in some places, but very little in others. And you can look at this in more detail in our paper. Most of these study designs used to understand this issue are experimental, and we found just 8 meta-analyses. This meta-analysis highlights some important trade-offs, for instance, in plastic mulching, where it can be used to increase crop yield and water use efficiency, whilst at the same time causing some seriously worrying problems around residues being left in crops and soil. So we hope that you can come and have a look at our evidence and gap map. It's interactive, so you can really explore it. Our study had many strengths and limitations that are explained in more detail in our paper, and some of the key conclusions are around trade-offs and research design. So thanks very much, and look forward to staying in touch.